It's time for the main fight pick of the evening.
All right, what's up, guys? We're on to the main event of the evening. The previous main event was scrapped. Darren Till is no longer going to be performing. He broke his collarbone, and as a replacement, we saw it all week, call Big Mouth, and now he's in. Kevin Trailblazer Holland.
Yes.
He's coming in to fight as the plus 270 underdog coming into this fight. And we got Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori coming in as a minus 355 favorite. So a heavy favorite for Marvin. So, Chris, right off the bat, what's your opinion on how this all shook up and Kevin taking the fight?
Well, this is not the first time he's taken a short notice fight. He takes advantage of those opportunities and staying in shape year round. And the UFC loves guys that that save cards and get in there on short notice and are willing to fight anytime. So I'm a huge Kevin Holland fan. He's got a lot of good wins this past year, and I want to see how he matches up versus Marvin, because Marvin's no joke.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. So we know Kevin's story. He's always calling out for fights. He's a guy, we talk about this a lot, Chris. He takes advantage of his mic time after fights, post-fight interviews, and he's super entertaining, funny, comedic. So he's great, and he's able to get these fights. And he had this 5-0 run through 2020. Now it's 2021. He just took a loss to Brunson. Tough fight. So his mentality coming in this fight, he's coming in as a heavy underdog. I'm surprised to see him as a plus 270 underdog coming in this fight. I thought these odds makers would make this more of a even money line, but maybe that's good for all the bettors out there. What do you think about Kevin coming in as such an underdog? Is there something I'm missing about the Italian Dream that he's...
Yeah, I think it probably has to do with, for one, it's short notice. Yeah. So somehow that mixes in with the betting or whatever it is. But on the other hand, I think coming off the loss and Marvin coming off a win, might play into it a little bit too. But I like the matchup. I think Holland's going to stay long and try to use those laser right hands to stop Marvin coming in. But I think Marvin needs to press him against the cage and work that grappling that he's really good at, or mixing everything up.
Yeah, and for Vettori, he's never been finished. He's a guy that gets a lot of decision wins, I've noticed. So I think that's something they're seeing. I see that there's a lot of plus 500 for Kevin Holland to win by KO. I like that prop. Plus 320 for Marvin Vettori to win by submission, and he does have 9 subs on his record. So there's some heavy things to look out for. What do you think Vettori's... He knows that Kevin wants to stand and bang and stand and strike. And he's saying in some interviews that he's ready to stand and strike with him. And a lot of people say that until maybe that he feels one of those big, heavy right straights, and then he'll lean on his submission game. I hate when guys say, I'm ready to stand and bang with him, kind of showing off, when we know Vettori has a big strength on the ground. If let's say you're his corner man, you're his coach going into it, what would be your game strength if you were Marvin Vettori coming in to beat Kevin Holland?
Well, I would have a lot of confidence, for one, knowing that I've been getting ready for a main event fight, a 5-round fight. It's different, than a 3-round fight. You got those 2 extra rounds, and if you're not prepared for that and it goes later in the rounds, you're probably gonna, end up losing or not doing too well. So I know Kevin stays in shape year round. He's probably always in the gym, and the best way to get over losses are getting back in there and getting after it again and trying to get a win, and then everyone forgets your loss.
Yeah.
And, all they now, he just beat Marvin Vettori on short notice or whatever it is. But if Marvin and his camp play this smart, I think they need to press the pace a little bit. Mm-hmm. Find their way in with slips and closing the distance with those big shots and getting him to the clinch, wearing him down, making it a mixed martial arts fight, grappling against the cage, a little bit of clinch, and then start wearing Kevin down, since he might not be in the best shape since it's short notice.
And we just saw how he was able to be controlled on the ground last fight, right? Yeah. Constantly. And he had the advantage on the feet against Brunson, but he just couldn't get up. Every time he got taken down, I was pulling for Kevin in that fight, and every time you got taken down, you had that feeling like he's not going to be able to get back up. Here's another 2.5 minutes on the ground. And if Marvin Vettori has the ground game that everyone's saying he does, he's very strong. Has it been against a guy like Kevin Holland? We already see that he has a weakness on the ground. So I think it could be the same type of matchup, same type of outcome as the previous fight. But when it comes down to it, what is going to be your official fight pick for this main event?
Man, I really like Kevin Holland. Like I said, like we talked a little bit, backstage one time, but I just, the MMA math in my head is saying, I'm pulling for Marvin Vettori just because I feel like he's been getting ready for the fight, and he's good enough to not get hit early, and take this fight to the ground and make it a long one.
Yeah. Yeah. So after saying that, I'll give you my official fight pick. I think in this one, my heart is telling me Kevin Holland by knockout. That big prop. He's not going to lose 2 in a row. He's going to bring back the momentum. That's what my heart wants to say. But if I want to say my safe pick on this one, what I think the actual outcome is going to be, I'm going to say Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori by decision win. I think he's going to be too much for him, even though it's in the main event. They do have 5 rounds to play it out. A finish can happen anywhere. But I think he is going to it's going to be some back and forth in the first opening rounds, round 1, round 2, and then the takedowns are going to start settling in. Kevin's not going to be able to get up. He's going to get tired, and I see Marvin Vettori winning 3 to 4 rounds in this fight and getting the decision win.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I'm going to say I think Marvin's going to get like the TKO maybe in the 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
I think like you say, he's going to get the takedown, and man, the decisions are going back and forth in my head. I can see it being a good first round. Marvin's gonna get rocked. He's gonna get wobbled, but he's gonna be able to, keep it standing and maybe get a takedown. But I think in the 3rd or 4th round, once Kevin starts dying down a little bit, I think he'll get finished on the ground.
Okay, so that's your fight pick. I'm going with Vettori by decision. Chris is going Vettori by 3rd or 4th round TKO. I'm Garrett. This is Chris. Thank you guys for watching Fight Picks with the Pros. We'll see you next time.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and get notified when we upload next.